find the equation of the line that contains the point 2 and minus 3 with the slope equal to 1/6. Okay, every time you have to find the equation of the line, you have to ask yourself, do I know the point? Do I know the slope? These are the two questions you ask yourself. And the two ways we can write the equation of the line. One would be to use point slope formula, which is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Okay, in this case a point is given to us as 2 and minus 3, and the slope is also given to us as 1/6. So we have both of those informations. In this case, we're going to treat this given point as point 1, and then the first number inside this parenthesis corresponds to x1, and the second number here corresponds to y1. Okay, so in this case, I would write this as y minus, in this case y1 is minus 3, and the slope is given to me as 1/6, and here we have x minus, again x1 is 2, and this is the equation of the line. Now we want to write the equation of the line usually in the slope-intercept form. Okay, so we need to simplify this a little bit. But first of all, if you all can follow up to this point using the formula and the information, can you take the check mark, erase the check mark in front of your name, so that means that you're okay so far. Okay. Ashley, Camille, Sandra. Okay, so this would be y plus 3 is equal to, so I see Sandra, you put x and then put check mark. Okay, if you follow this, take the check mark out of front of your name. Okay, so this would be 1/6x minus 2/6. So here we have y is equal to 1/6x minus, I can reduce this to 1/3 and then subtract both sides, subtract -3 from both sides of the equation, or add -3 to both sides of the equation. So here would be y is equal to 1/6x. Now here the LCD is 3, so you have to multiply this by 3/3. And then you get 9 minus 1, that would be minus 10/3. So we're writing this in terms of slope-intercept form. Okay, Sandra, I see check mark next to your name. If you follow this, I need you to take the check mark away from your name. Camille, same here. Do you follow that so far? So if I don't see a check mark in front of your name, that means you are getting this. Camille, do you have a question? Okay, while Camille writing the question, he says I cannot remove the check mark. Okay, I'll remove it for you. Okay, you're good. Okay, Camille, do you have a question so far here, or? Okay, so very quickly, let's make sure that you understand this. First of all, you have to know the formula for slope-intercept. In this case, this is a form of a point-intercept. X1 and Y1 being a point, given point, and M is a slope. So that's all you do, just substitute for each M this corresponding value, which is 1/6, and everywhere you see x1 and y1, you just substitute the point and you solve for it. At the end, you have to write it as y is equal to mx plus b form to see the slope is 1/6 and y-intercept is -10/3. One other way to do this is to use y is equal to mx plus b. If you use this formula, you use the given point as point P, and then slope is also given to us as 1/6. Now in this case, 2 correspond to the x, and -3 correspond to minus y. So your x would be 2, your y would be -3. So if I just simply substitute for each y its corresponding value, which is -3, and then for each m I would substitute 1/6, and for each x I substitute 2/1, I can very quickly solve for, this will be plus b, solve for b, y is equal to mx plus b. So let's do that. This will become -3 is equal to 2/6, which is equal to 1/3, it's equal to b. So in this case, b would be equal to -3/1 minus 1/3. So if I use the LCD being 3, multiply this by 3/3, so you get the same exact answer. Here you get -9 plus 1 would be -10/3. And you see how quickly I can solve for b that way. Again, so y would be equal to y is equal to mx plus b. M is 1/6, and slope y-intercept would be -10/3. So you see, you get the same exact answer using slope-intercept formula, which I like this method. I think it's a little easier, less work. So you can use either of these two formula to solve for equation of the line. Okay. So if you all can follow both methods here to write the equation of the line, knowing the point and the slope. Can I see a check mark next to your name, please?